Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and check it out. I have the new Spellbinders 1-2 punch. So this is actually not at all what I expected. I I thought when I just read the name of it that it was like a 2-in-1 punch, meaning it would do corner rounding and then do maybe the inverted corner. And I was trying to figure out, like, how do you use this other side? It's not meant to be an inverted corner. It's actually a kind of a notch that you would use for like if you have ever made a custom envelope. It's that same kind of shape. And the other thing that often people do with the envelope punch boards is make tabs like what I'm doing here. So I was just having a little bit of a play with the 1-2 punch. I like how they named it. I think it's so funny. Um really great tool because if you do want to create your own custom envelopes, this is perfect for that, but then it has uses beyond it too, like creating these tabs. So if you like to make notebooks or journals, maybe custom dashboards for your planners, things like that, it's great to have like a 2-in-1 tool to do that. And I I just totally was not expecting it. So how it's very cool. For my card today, I am just going to use the corner rounder, but I think what I will do is I will have a follow-up video on how to use this tool to create a custom envelope without some of the other common tools that you would normally have, so that in case you don't have any of those other things like the like an envelope maker or scoreboards that will score for it, I'll aim to show you how you can do your own custom envelopes with just this tool and maybe a ruler and a bone folder. So look for that in hopefully the near future. My card today, because I will actually make a card, I wanted to just play with the corner punch to start, and I got this card idea from Terry, actually. She is Mama Chorizo on Instagram, and she is often in the chat and sometimes a guest on Crafty Fun with Friends, which is my Saturday afternoon live stream. And last December, we did a advent calendar live stream where we crafted with the Papercraft Society advent calendar, and Terry was traveling but still found a way to kind of jerry rig a streaming setup so that she could still be on stream with us. And it was really phenomenal that she was able to kind of bring some craft supplies with her and create with us. Well, she created this card, and she created several cards. At least she prepped for them. She didn't want to glue anything down just yet because there were things that she forgot to bring that she wanted to use before finishing them up. But one of her card designs was really simple. It was just squares of just, I don't know, I don't think she was using scraps because she was using what was in the advent calendar, but you can just use scraps. These are just 1 1/4 inch square scraps of various shades of teal and some gold mirror. And then what she did was Terry corner rounded 2 out of the 4 corners, but kind of kitty corner to one another like I have here, so that the rounded corners are diagonal and then the pointy corners are diagonal. And it creates this really fun shape that is just a little something different than square boxes and makes it look a little bit unique, almost retro. I kind of feel like it has a very retro look to it. And that's it. And it's as easy as that. You just need 12 of these to tile across an A2 size card. That's what I've done here. I did make a wax seal in advance. I was playing with all of the new wax seal colors and color combinations that I got to try out. I don't have all of them, of course, but I had to get this teal combination. It's actually called teal. It's one of the 4-color blends, and there's basically what you see in my cardstock choices, which are all from Spellbinders as well. I have mimicked the colors that are in this 4-color blend by Spellbinders. And so you have a very dark teal, which doesn't show up very well on my wax seal because that color happened to pour out first. And so it's more on the bottom of my seal. There wasn't a lot of it at the top. Because I don't always swirl. If you gave your wax a little bit of a swirl before you poured it out, you'd probably get, you would get a very different look for sure, but you would probably be able to see all 4 colors a little bit more distinctly. And so you've got your 3 shades of teal and then gold in that mix of wax as well. And all I'm doing is tiling, these what used to be square pieces of cardstock. And what I like to do whenever I do anything like this is I like to work this is how I approach putting a puzzle together. I work from the corners and along the border, and then I work my way inward. And the reason for it is because if you get the 2 corner pieces down first, then everything in between, it's a little bit easier to kind of space it equally and still have a nice equal border all the way around the outside. I have done this before where I tried to estimate how much spacing I need in between, and then I just go from left to right. And by the time I get to the last one, it's either too close or too far from the edge. Now, when it's too far from the edge, you can always trim a little bit off and it would still look great. But when it's too close to the edge, there's not much you can do. Maybe you can cut from the opposite end if that's not the side that has the fold of your card. But that's why I just feel like these days, if I just work from the corners and then work my way to the center, it all works out much better in the end. And I want to glue my wax seal down. This is such a simple card. I just want it to be about these colors, really. It's the celebration of this color combination. So the wax seal, as it turns out, is going to be the star of my card. And really, ultimately, that kind of just lets the pattern and the colors be the star. And so I'm just going to... I kind of debated where to put the seal, but in the end I decided I am just going to leave off one of the tiles and then put my seal in its place, right in that kind of upper center location there. And that's pretty much my card complete. It's a really simple card, but I love the colors because, of course, hashtag Team Teal. I'm a big fan of teal. And but what I do love about this card is you can change the look of it so quickly by using different colors, different pattern papers, and you can just use scraps. So this is a wonderful scrap buster as well. Here's a final close-up look, and I hope that you enjoyed my video today. I'll leave links to everything in the description box below. And when I do get around to making that custom envelope with this 1-2 punch, I'll be sure to link to that in my Spellbinders playlist, which will also be here at the end of this video. Thanks so much for joining me today, and until next time, happy crafting and have a fabulous day. Bye!